If you're new to Canva, after signing up and creating an account, so basically like your first screen you're going to see, I'll be walking you through this interface so you can get to know more about Canva interface. So if you have already existing project, this is likely where you're going to see it. You can click continue design. These are my already existing projects from Canva. Then here they're asking you to choose how to start. It's simply different sizes of what you can create in Canva. You have for your social media post, we have presentation, that's like PowerPoint slide, we have whiteboard, we have if you want to make videos here, if you want to make a document, if you want to make a Google Sheet, if you want to write a code for a website using Canva, if you want to make Canva website, if you want to make an email design, and also if you have a custom size in mind you want to make, this allows you work efficiently, especially for those designs that you might likely want to print. Now, if you're scrolling down, you're going to see frequently used and popular on Canva. These are the sizes that are frequently used. If you want to make a YouTube thumbnail, an Instagram post, a logo, a flyer, document, a mobile video, you want to customize a t-shirt, you want a business card, you want to design a brochure. For popular on Canva, these are what most people likely use on Canva. You can see them as a planner. Now, quick tools that you can also use on Canva. Upload helps you upload images, videos, documents from your device. So if you tap on the upload button, it's going to take you to a photo library, take an instant photo or video, or choose files. Which one you select. Now let me select a photo from my library, and if I select this and I click good, that's a video. Sorry, I don't want to import a video, so it's gonna be first. Let me import this photo. See, you can see it's showing me where to do this, but I don't usually upload from this first screen. I usually upload inside the project, so I'll be coming back to upload inside the project so you can see how it is. But here you can either use it in the design, then it's going to take you to a new design page, or you can use it in, you can see it brought me to a design screen, right? But then we're not doing anything of this sort, so let's delete and go back to our home page. You can see how I went back to the home page by clicking on the home page button. So Canva uses data, and you always need to have strong data for you to be able to use Canva properly. Let me move that to trash, I don't need it. So now going down, you can see other quick tools. You can turn an image to a layer, you can edit a photo in Canva, you can remove background, you can erase an object, you can grab an object from where it is and move it to another location. You can change background, you can grab a text as well from an image. So I designed mine because templates on Canva do not always appeal to me. Now you can see browse template category. So if you click on it, you can see Instagram posts templates, mobile videos templates, TikTok videos templates, different short templates, and so on and so forth. So this is more likely what your Canva homepage looks like. Now if you see the search button, you can usually search for anything that you want to create. So you can get inspirations from there. You can also get the size. Let me say I want to design a book cover, and I'm not seeing the book cover size here. I can actually come in and search book cover, and by the time I search for it, I'm going to see other book cover, and I'm also going to see a create blank button. You can see other book covers, right? Good. Then see a create blank button. I can simply tap on create blank and start designing my own book cover from scratch. So you can as well adjust the category type. That is, if you're searching for template, are you seeing categories? You can see all different sizes in categories. You can see different styles under the categories. You should know what you're trying to design. Now let's go back to the homepage settings. Okay, now at this bottom task pane, you can see where there's a camera button by this side. Yes, so when you get to see them, if you tap on it, you can actually take a photo from your camera roll or take a photo directly. So, but you're not doing that right away. Now tap on templates. That's the third one, and like I've just explained already about templates in the other side, so it's the same thing that applies here. You see different type of template that you want to use, and pick the one that appeals to you best and go ahead with it. So you can see, inspired by the designs I've been doing recently, you can see what they are giving to me, right? Good. So these are different templates from Canva. You can as well search if you're not seeing the exact type of template you want. Let's come to your design. Your design simply shows you all the designs that you have done, your projects that you have actually done in the past, be it video, normal graphic design. You can see them here, right? Good. So these are basically my own designs. Then if you tap on the more button, here you can see brand. If you have every branded items in Canva, you can find them under the brand. Canva AI, you can use Canva AI to generate random things. You can explore that as well. If you come to apps, Canva has over 1,000 plus apps that you can use to do different things in your design. Yes, you can see for AI generation, for audios and voiceover. That's if you're making videos in Canva, for communication, you're sending files or anything, file and data management. So Canva is beyond, Canva is that go-to that is just beyond making graphic design. You can see data analytics as well. You can see graphic design, marketing, photo editing. They are not actually loading. You can see marketing. You can see you can connect your meta design check to your Canva. You can connect your MailChimp, your TikTok, your LinkedIn to Canva. Photo editing as well. You can use Canva to edit photos. You can also use Canva for your project management, because you can connect Asana and the likes of it. That those project management tools, you can connect them to Canva as well. You can see you can connect your Hootsuite, your Sprout, Metrical, a whole lot of them. Your text styling, you can use Canva for anything at all you want to do. videos, animations. All these apps are working in Canva. So there's a lot you need to explain Canva beyond just whatever thing somebody have told you that Canva is used for generic designs. Now we have Dreamlab. You can actually go to Canva Dreamlab and describe what you want. Yeah, you can also learn in Canva. As you can see, the Grow and Design School, and then your account settings and trash is everything you have deleted from Canva. You can find it there. Now going back to home, let me click on social media design, and I want to start from blank. Yes, and click on Instagram post. Now I want to show you how to use your Canva interface when trying to design. Basically, this is the first blank interface is going to show you. If it's still loading, this is it. So then if I want to change the color of this background, I'll simply tap on the background. You can see the purple outline on the background showing that it's selected, and I'll go to color. Then I can choose any color I want for my background, but for now let's stick to white color. Yes. Then if I want to add the page, click the plus sign on the next side. I'm adding the page. If I want to delete the page, I can tap on it and also click on delete. So you can see that. Now if I want to bring in the shape to Canva, you can see the elements button. I'll tap on elements, and I'm going to get element. You can see shapes, you can see graphics, you can see 3D images, animations, photos, frame, grids, videos, forms, sheets, tables, mockup. But because of this, let's bring in the shape first. You can see different type of shapes in Canva. So let me bring in 2 random shapes, and let's see where this goes to. So let me see, I'm bringing this in, then I increase it, I put it here. Let me bring in another shape, and let me see, I'm going to bring this in. And I'll also increase it and leave it here. Yeah, so you can see, I can as well come here. If I select on this shape, when I select on this shape, I can see the color setting, style setting. Style is to add outlines to it. You can see that, right? So I can increase stroke width. I can go back. I can take it back to 0 without adding any style. I can increase corner roundings. You can see what it's doing, right? Good. So let me increase the corner rounding of this. I can increase the sides. You can see we're using it as 4 sides because that's the initial shape we selected. I can also add effects by adding drop shadows. You can see the drop shadow effect, right? You can see the echo, the glitch. So let's add the drop shadow effect instead. So you can see this other one. Let me change the color of this one to black, and let me keep this at what color should we use there? Okay, let's use red color. So you can see how I've actually design is already taking place, because simple design rules, once you have your shapes in check, the next thing I need to add is the text, and then we're good to go. I've already picked colors I want. Yeah, so and if I want to bring in the line under the shapes, you can see lines here, right? So I can basically put any line that I want to put in this design. So let me assume that I want to put this line here. So this is basically what it's going to look like for this design. Then now let me say I want to bring in an image. I can either come to elements, see the arrow button here, go back to elements, and I can type for, let me say, a boy. Let me search for a boy. Yes, knowing how to prompt very well, they help you get better results. So let me use this boy's image. You can see it's clear, and I go to adjust. If I come to adjust, I can actually, edit this photo here to get to the point I want it to get to. So this is temperature. So if you really don't know how to color grade your photos, you can also learn that using Canva. So I can change the image a little bit to get what I want. I can change the contrast. You can see I've changed contrast, I've changed highlights, so you can see that, right? So if I need to add some shadows to this stuff, let me add a little shadow, so it's going to feel more natural and less edited. I can go ahead to remove background of the image if I want to. You can see that, right? So I've removed the background of the image, I've extended my image. So next thing I do is place it in the way that I want it to be in my design. So I have actually placed my image where I want it to be. Now if I'm still editing this image on this place, I can come to image tools. You can see magic layers. I want to turn my image to a layer. So now let's see how that's going to turn out. The network is really slow, so the network is not allowing me to do that, and some images wouldn't work for some features. So let's try the magic edit on that. You can see I can actually click or anything, so there's nothing here to edit again. Upscale, yes, the upscale feature is actually like adding HD effect, upgrading your image to a HD quality. That's the upscale effect. We've already used background remover, magic eraser. There's no background, so there's nothing to erase. Image to video, we're not converting to. If I want to blur my image, I can actually click on image and blur, increase intensity, or I can use a brush, choose a particular part and brush where I want to blur. You can see, let me blur his eyes. You can see it has been blurred, so I can click on remove blur because we don't want to blur the image. I'm just showing you how to blur an image. So that's basically for that. Then you can come to pixel eraser to erase any part. You can come to style match, and you can actually change this image to any style of image you want it to be. Yep, but that wouldn't fit the purpose of this. I'm just using this image to show you how each of these tools work. So if you're a creative, you should know. You can see this is more like changing it to a pencil art. Good. So if I want to change it to something like a color book, oh, I clicked on the wrong effect, sorry. Let's change it to a scrap. Let's see how the effect is going to turn out. So you can see what it looks like, right? Good. You're making those kind of cartoon-like texture. You can take photos and turn them to scrapbooks. If you want to make it something like a color book kind of stuff, use the do effect, and then you're going to see how it's going to turn to an outline story that you can actually color compared to the original image that you sent initially. Let's see how it turns out. So you can see, then this another effect, the gold effect, is actually going to turn it to have some kind of gold effect on the body. Let's see how that turns out. So you can see what it turned him to, right? So, and so on and so forth. So this is your 3D art, your pixel, watercolor. There are different types of style match. You have the handmade one, the trendy ones. You can see mosaic art here. You also have realistic ones as well. So to explore each of this, so you can be able to see what it looks like. Now, you can also select your image and add filters to it. You can also go to apps and edit some things in your app. Edit this image via some other features from different apps. So, but we're not looking out for that in this particular video. We'll make another video where we can actually look out for different apps on Canva and what they do. You can also change color effect to my image. Now, if you add this, it's actually going to add as the outline from where the image was initially. Excuse me. You can also add shadow to your image. You can see adding drop shadow to my image. So that basically. Now let me come down to text. See, this is text. We have different text templates here that you can use and edit. And even if you don't want to use a text template, you can add a text box. All right, let me say a maker is a boy. Now let's assume this boy's name is Emeka. We're writing. So I've selected. Take note of when there are nodes present. You know what a node is, right? This thing I am circling, that's a node. If you know this present in your text, you can already go. When you double tap on it and that node has disappeared, hereby you can start editing. So when you double tap on your editing, now look at your edit features here. We have the first one for your font, your text color. You can choose any color for your text. We have the next one, that's the type of font you're using to type. You can select any type of font. Let's change it to Anten, and you can see it's now more bold. Now, if you select the font, you can change your font size. That's 78 pt. That's your font size. You can either make it bolding. Not all font allows you to get it bolding. This font is already bolded, but it does not allow you to bolding it by yourself. You can italicize it. You can underline. You can also strike through. You can change your font casing. If you want to change to uppercase, lowercase, you can see it's changing. Right, good. You can align your fonts from here. Left alignment. This is what we call the justify. Right alignment, center alignment. If you also want to add a bullet point, you tap on the bullet point. You also have what we call the text styles. You can see text styles. Is it a subheading? Is it a heading? Is it a body? Are you seeing how it's changing? So you can basically use any of these effects here. Now, when it comes to this other text edit, now this is for spacing your letters. You can see if you want to join your letters together. If you're writing, let me edit this. Let me bring this down. This line spacing is basically separating your text if they're in rows. Now let me put the text on that so that you can see what I'm talking about there. Now let me go to this line space. You can see, right? Good. So if you want to space this, use the line spacing to do that. So this is basically changing your text position. As if you're writing the date. We'll do another video for Canva typography where you can learn more about kerning and all this other stuff in Canva typography. So this is basically editing your text. Yes. Now let's keep this here. And now the next thing here is the camera roll. You can actually upload anything from your camera into your Canva brand. If you have any brand products that are here, you can also access them. Uploads, I've shown you how to upload already. Simply tap on upload file and upload from your tap on upload file. You can choose a file, or if it's in your Google Drive, or you tap on get from photos, then you can tap on the flyer you want and then upload your flyer. You can see it's loading, that is uploading, right? It's loading. The minute it's done reading through, you tap on it and then you're good to go. It has entered your design. So this is basically what you need to know. Then when it comes to tools, yes, if you're looking out for how to sketch by yourself, draw by yourself, these are the different tools here. We have sticky paper here. This first one is to draw, so you can see I am drawing. Second one is to bring in shapes. Yeah. The third one is to actually use your Bezier tool. If you know what the Bezier tool is, yes, it gives you ability to draw. So you see those of you that are talking down on Canva, you can actually draw that you want to draw on Photoshop here. You want to draw on, yes, there are levels to having tools, but yeah, I'm just trying to tell you that creativity is not limited to tools. So you can see, also make another video where you'll be using these tools effectively. You can also add sticky papers if you want to add. You can see the sticky paper here, right? Good. So I use Canva sticky papers to make sitemaps. If you design a website, you'll know what a sitemap is. Then it comes to project are basically other things that you have actually worked on. So in case you want to import any project to this particular work, Canva AI can help you generate different things. So you want to redesign this thing that you have done, make corrections or anything. So you can see that we are designing rubbish, but it's already making sense just because we added a few things, right? Good. So these are other apps I've actually explored in the past are here. So that's basically one of the things you need to know. Then in our next video, I'll show you how to resize a page, and this is how you export tap on the export button. You can see download option, right? Click on download. Now they have different suggestions for file type. Click on it. You can see JPEG. JPEG is best for sharing. You only use PNG when you want to send things like logo without backgrounds or images without background. So JPEG is best for sharing. SVG if you want to send to your web developer, and then PowerPoint slide, MP4 videos, PDF if you want to print. So that's basically. So now let's send as JPEG. You can change to high quality. If the file size is too much, you can come here and limit the size. Now click on downloads. If you also have multiple page, in the next video we have multiple page, I'll show you how to select a different page only to. You can also rename your file in this place here, so you can see it's done downloading. So if I go to my photos, I'm going to see that in my photos. Now let's look out for that. So you can see it here. This is my photos, and you can see this here. So that'll be the end of today's session. Thank you very much. Watch out for the next video.